הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה, הנה, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. אוי 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 שבר אחים שבר אחים גם יחד. שבר אחים אוי אחים גם יחד. From the beginning הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה, הנה, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. אוי 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 שבר אחים גם יחד. שבר אחים אוי אחים גם יחד. הנה, 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 הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. אוי 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 שבר אחים גם יחד. שבר אחים אוי אחים גם יחד. שבר אחים אוי אחים גם יחד.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. Welcome, Debbie. You know, some people go away for a long time and then they show up and it feels so good. Happy to see you. Welcome to our friends who watch us from home. I hope you all had a good week. And now it's Shabbat. We were waiting for Shabbat. Let's continue with Lechu Neranenam. Oh, it's a new melody.
Before I teach it to you, I'll tell you a little story. I went to summer camp for a very, very long time. And when I worked at summer camp, I worked with some wonderful friends and wonderful musicians. One of those musicians went to live in Israel for a gap year. And while he was there, he connected with a group called Nava Tehillah. We've heard of Nava Tehillah? We know the Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom B'Roma. We do it all the time. So he played all year. Every Shabbat they gather to play in Jerusalem. And after that year, we worked together in the summer, and I didn't know Nava Tehillah until he told me about them. But this was the first song that he taught me from Nava Tehillah, so I'm excited to teach it to you. I think we're familiar with the words, but we'll do it anyway with a new melody. All right, you repeat after me the first time. L'chu neranena la'Adonai. Your turn. L'chu neranena la'Adonai. Naria. Just that part. Naria. Letzor yishenu. Letzor yishenu. We have some blues lovers. It's very bluesy. We'll try it all together. L'chu neranena la'Adonai. Naria letzor yishenu. Similar second time. L'chu neranena la'Adonai. Naria letzor yishenu. Here comes the other part. Nekadma fana vetoda. Let's try that part. Nekadma fana vetoda. Bizmirot navrialo. Bizmirot navrialo. Let's try that line again. Nekadma fana vetoda. Bizmirot navrialo. One more time. Nekadma fana vetoda. Bizmirot navrialo. I think we're ready to put it all together. And if you like to riff a little bit, you can sing that too. Shabbat's all about the happiness, so we can bring it. L'chu neranena la'Adonai. Naria letzor yishenu. L'chu neranena la'Adonai. Naria letzor yishenu. Nekadma, nekadma, fana vetoda, bizmirot navrialo. Nekadma, fana vetoda, bizmirot navrialo. L'chu neranena la'Adonai. L'chu neranena la'Adonai. Naria letzor yishenu. Nekadma fana vetoda. Bizmirot navrialo. Are you singing with us at home? Are you singing with us in person? Nekadma fana vetoda. Bizmirot navrialo. And every blues song needs another part. Ki el gadol Adonai, umelech gadol al kol Elohim. Ki el gadol Adonai, umelech gadol al kol Elohim. Again, ki el gadol Adonai, umelech gadol al kol Elohim. Ki el gadol Adonai, umelech gadol al kol Elohim. L'chu neranena la'Adonai. Naria letzor yishenu. L'chu neranena la'Adonai. Naria letzor yishenu. Nekadma, nekadma fana vetoda. Bizmirot navrialo. נקדמה, פנה וצודה, בזמירות נריע לו. Fun.
Is it going to make the list for November 17th?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's a special
November
night.
17th, we'll have a musical Shabbat with our band, and I think that would sound great. And by then, we'll figure out how to sing it, or at least how to fake it well enough. Oh, for something more familiar, like Lecha Dodi.
לך דודי לקראת קלה, ידדי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, ידדי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. ידדי, שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, שם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, ידדי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, ידדי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. ידדי לקראת שבת, לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. קדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, ידדי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, ידדי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. ידדי, התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, ידדי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, ידדי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. We rise and face the entrance of our sanctuary as we welcome in the Shabbat bride. Boi Shalom, Ateret Bala, Gam Besimcha Uvitzola, Tochemone Am Segula, Boi Chala, Boi Chala, Lecha Doti Likrat Kala, Yadadai, 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 Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. Lecha Doti Likrat Kala, Yadadai, 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 Pnei Shabbat Nekabela.
Please be seated. And as we do every Shabbat, this is the time to share something good that happened in the past week. Is there anyone here who would like to say something? You attended your only grandson's bar mitzvah, Mazel Tov.
Mazel tov.
And you had to go up north for that. Did you? And the flight was fine. Everything worked out well. And you're here. Wow, Mazel Tov. That's wonderful. Use your big voice, your huge classroom with annoying kids' voice. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, so their son Daniel just, what the verb that you used? Wrapped his own film, the first time, the whole thing. Yeah, everyone who knew him knows how talented he is, and that's wonderful, Mazel Tov. Where is he now these days? Los Angeles. Oh, he's been to Japan to mail different weird places. Anyone sent anything from home?
I think so. Oh, a few things. Steve is grateful to be returning to Jupiter after 27 years and grateful to have discovered Temple Beth Am.
Oh, wonderful.
Welcome back. And Edward got new glasses and a booster shot. Very nice. I think we had some exciting things to share from the week.
So I don't know if any of you paid attention, but in the last several weeks, I started several series of videos. I hope you like them. I think that the one that you watched last week was Jews Do What? Has anyone saw it? Oh, good. And yeah, it's realize we Jews do things that we take for granted, but when other people see us doing it, we say, what?
What?
Just I'll give you the basic example. We break a glass at the end of the wedding. People normally don't do it, but we cannot think of a wedding without it. So why do we do it, how it all started? So this is only one of probably 4 or 5 different things that I'm planning to do. And those of you who watch it, thank you very much. And those of you who follow us on YouTube, it's really important, apparently. I know absolutely nothing about it, but it's important. So please do it if you don't mind.
And just a few pictures from the week. On Friday, we celebrated Noah's Ark Shabbat. And then on Sunday, our youngest friends of the congregation went to Bush Wildlife and did a story walk and dressed like animals. It was very cute. A lot of animals to see. It was a fun week.
It was a fun week. No holiday.
No holiday. Tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב להודות לאדוני Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Asharim, Malachi Hayomim, Melech Malchei HaMelachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Asharim, Malachi Hayomim, Melech Malchei HaMelachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Asharim, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Ayoni, Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Ayoni, Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuni l'shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Ayoni, Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuni l'shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Ayoni, Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuni l'shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem Shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Ayoni, Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem Shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Ayoni, Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem Shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi
Tomorrow we're going to have 2 bnot mitzvah. And now we're inviting online Bryce Krieger to lead us in the lighting of Shabbat candles.
No. Not working? Hi. All right. We'll try and get it for the end, maybe. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. And if you are able, I would like to invite you please to rise for the call to worship for Baruch Hu.
we'll read together a prayer for the evening. With the
With
darkness comes your light.
Earth and sky blend into one. The heavens seem closer now.
The day's burdens farther somehow. Your presence is almost palpable. You own the darkness. You unlock doors I never thought would open. You redecorate the earth with seasons. You paint the stars in the sky. You design day and night, showing us the light in the darkness and the darkness in the light. Bless you, Adonai, for bringing on the night. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uven laila. Adonai tzvaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, hamariv aravim. Adonai Eloheinu, b'sholbeinu v'kumenu, nasiach v'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha,
And with the message of God's love for us, I would like to invite you to close your eyes and try to connect with God, to feel God's love. Let's take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Breathe in again and out. Shabbat is the best time to have our conversation with God. We can tell God whatever is in our hearts. We can ask questions. We can show our gratitude for the blessings we have. We can also protest and complain as long as we pause and listen to God's message for us. Feel God's love for us. Let's take another deep breath in. And let's breathe out our pain, our fears. It's time to let go of everything we need to let go of. This is the true gift of Shabbat. And together, let's say the words of Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto,
And we slowly open our eyes.
And let's read together. You shall love Adonai your God with all your mind, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way. When you lie down
and when you
when you
rise
rise
up, bind them as a sign upon your hand.
let
Let them be a symbol before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? Ya la la la, ya la 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 la la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la la la. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, Nora tehilot osefele, Nora tehilot osefele. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai?
We continue now with our Torah service. Once a month, we like to read the Torah on Friday night. And especially this week, as we read the portion of Lech Lecha, which is the beginning of the story of the Jewish people. We still follow the pandemic rules, so no processions and kissing Torahs in there. Not yet, hopefully soon. If you're able, I would like to invite you, please, to rise as we open the Ark.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadlul Adonai iti, unerom ema shemo yachdav.
Please be seated.
We read these words, this story, this week's Torah portion. Lechi lach to a land that I will show you. Lech lecha to a place you do not know. Lechi lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. Lechi lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi lach, to the place that I will show you. Lesimchat chaim, lesimchat chaim, lesimchat chaim, lechi lach, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechi lach.
So yesterday I was asked to give an invocation, an event that you arranged for me. The main event was a talk about the Israeli-Palestinian relationship, and they asked me to open it with a short invocation or Dvar Torah. For that, I read the weekly portion, and it worked beautifully because it's Lech Lecha. It's the beginning of the story of Abraham. But I did more than reading one portion. I read the entire narrative of Abraham, because normally we read portion by portion, and somehow we divide the stories of the Bible accordingly, and we miss some details. So I read all the portions, all the chapters that talk about Abraham to the very end, and I noticed something that I probably knew, but it was much sharper this time. First of all, why Abraham and Israel and the Palestinians? Remember 2 weeks ago, I believe I spoke about the Abraham Accord. Why Abraham Accord? Who is Abraham? It's not Abraham Lincoln. It's this guy, Abraham from our Torah, because Christians, Muslims, and Jews identify Abraham as their spiritual father. Not Isaac. There is no Muslim by the name of Isaac or something like that. There are many Ibrahim. No Jacob, but Abraham was the one. He is the one who started, who promoted, who spread the idea of ethical monotheism, which is at the foundations of all these three religions. Okay, so a lot of when people try to bring peace, they go back to Abraham, the character that unites us. And Marcy sang beautifully, and she will read from the Torah beautifully about the beginning of his journey, this Lech Lecha, when God told him, go forth, leave your homeland in Mesopotamia, and go somewhere new, to the land that I will show you. Canaan today is Israel. Wonderful. But as you continue to read the story of Abraham, there are wonderful things about him, like he was not afraid to talk, to speak truth to power, when he even told God, oh, God, how can you destroy righteous people of Sodom and Gomorrah along with the evil people? You're not a just God. He had it. But when it came to his personal life, it was a mess. It was a true, ugly mess. I'll just give you some of the highlights to illustrate it. His wife was Sarah. There was only one problem. Sarah could not have children, which probably was not such a big problem because they raised their nephew Lot as an heir. Doesn't seem like Abraham had a big problem with it. It was customary back then, and it's customary in some families even today. However, God insisted that they'll have a child. Since Sarah was not able to conceive a child, she had a great idea. She said, why don't you marry my handmaid, Hagar, have a child with her, and technically it will be our son. Sarah thought that she will be the son's surrogate mother. Only that things did not work out the way she wanted. Because when Hagar saw that she has something that her mistress wanted so much and cannot have, like a child, she disrespected Sarah. Sarah told Abraham, get rid of her. Abraham got rid of her and the baby only to bring them back. In the meanwhile, Isaac was born. Not only that Hagar and Sarah hated each other, also it seems like Ishmael, the son that Abraham had from Hagar, did not go along with Isaac. We just have one verse in the Torah to describe it. We read that Sarah saw Ishmael metzachek, just like the name Isaac, Yitzchak in Hebrew. We don't really know what it means. The root is tzachak, to laugh. So maybe it was just kidding, maybe it was making fun of him, or there is at least one occasion in the Bible that the verb tzachak describes sexual activity. So maybe there was some sexual harassment, we don't really know. But in that case, Abraham expelled Hagar as well as his own son Ishmael to the desert with a tiny bit of water and food. They almost died. To make it even worse, you all know the story about the binding of Isaac. When God told Abraham, take your son Isaac and offer him as a burnt offering, Abraham was willing to do it. Okay, so look at this family. two wives who hated each other, two sons who followed suit. The father first almost killed the first one and then almost killed the other one. It's harder to think of a worse family. But that's not the very end of the story. The very, very end of the story that we rarely pay attention to tells us that Abraham died at a very old age, and then Ishmael and Isaac got together to perform the mitzvah of burying their father. Despite everything that the whole family went through, despite everything that he did to them, they decided that upon the death of their father, it's time to unite, to reconcile, and to give their father a proper burial. The commentators love it, right? It's a great example of reconciliation, of peace. Psychologists confirm that this is true, that sometimes death of a family member brings peace to different people who just did not get along. Wonderful. But that's not the way I felt when I read it early this week. When I read it, I was thinking to myself, what a waste. It's nice that they reconciled at the end, but what about all these years of fighting, of not talking to each other? And of course, I'm not just talking about Abraham and his family. I've done so many funerals in which siblings came who have not spoken to each other for many years, who have not spoken to one or two of the parents for all these years. They came to the funeral. Sometimes they sit on two sides of the aisle like it was a wedding and never talk to each other. But many times they do start talking and maybe even making peace. Beautiful, but wow, all these years of not celebrating holidays together, of cousins who never met each other, of parents who got older without a chance to see their children and vice versa. So death brings sometimes reconciliation, but also highlights the wasted years of hatred, of wars, of bloodshed. You can think of the biblical times, you can think of our families, you can think about the Middle East and the rest of the world. All these descendants of Abraham who trace themselves back to one ancestor, who have fundamentally similar values, are still waiting for more death before they can reconcile and achieve peace. So I ended my much shorter talk with a prayer, praying to God to open the eyes and the hearts of the leaders, but also of the inhabitants of all these fighting peoples, the way God opened the eyes and the hearts of Isaac and Ishmael. We don't need more blood. So much of it was already shed. It's time for reconciliation and peace, not only among the children of Abraham, but among the whole world. Shabbat Shalom.
I know for sure there's one person here who has a birthday this week. Any other?
This month.
This month. And this week.
It's still October.
Other birthdays?
Get up, stand up, please. There are 4 people statistically who should celebrate.
If it's your birthday and you'd
Okay.
like the honor of reciting the blessing with me, we'll do it together at this time. Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, Venatan lanu et Torato, Baruch ata Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai el Avraham, Lech lecha me'artzecha u'mimoladetecha mibeit avicha. It's me. El haaretz asher ar'eka, ve'escha legoy gadol, va'vaharechecha, va'gadla shemecha, ve'yeh beracha. You will be a blessing. Va'avarcha mevaharechecha, umkalelcha aor, ve'nivrechu v'ach, kol mishpechot ha'adama. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah. Amen.
And we would like to offer you the benediction. Yevachechem Adonai v'yishmerchem.
Ken yeh ratzon.
May God bless you and keep you safe and healthy. Ye'er Adonai panav elechem v'yichunkem.
Ken yeh ratzon.
May God's light shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elechem v'yasem lecha shalom.
Ken yeh ratzon.
May you always know that God is with you no matter what. And may God bless you with shalom, with wholeness and peace, as we all say, Amen.
We wish you a lot of mazel. Simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, yehelanu, 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 ulecha Yisrael, yehelanu, yehelanu, ulecha Yisrael, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, yehelanu. Mazel tov.
Mazel
Happy
tov.
birthday.
And now with the Torah still with us, we think of our loved ones who are ill and in need of healing. If you would like to mention the name of a loved one, please mention their name. Do we have some names?
Richard Slifkin, Emily Slifkin, Roz Gaines, Barbara Allen, Jeffrey Adkins, Bailey Leno, Jan Mastonen, Grace Waldman.
מי שברך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, ואמותינו שרה רבקה, לאה ורחל, הוא יברך וירפא את החולים. May the one who bless our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill.
מי שברך אבותינו מקור הברכה,
refuah shleima,
the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
If you're able, please rise for the closing prayers.
Eitz chaim hi lemachazikim ba betomchecha meushar derechecha derechenu בכל נתיבותיה שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה, חדש ימינו כקדם. בהשבותה
השבותה
אל לבביך,
אל לבביך,
כי אדוני
כי אדוני
הוא האלוהים,
הוא האלוהים,
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
If you're observing a yahrzeit, please remain standing as we remember today Edith Segal, mother of Elaine and grandmother of Audrey. Adele Addis, mother of Richard and grandmother of Audrey. Phil Levin, father of Jen. Joseph Castellano, husband of Zona. Karen Daniel, wife of Stephen. Michael Joy Clark, friend of the Decters and the Goldmans. Sigmund Rothenberg, father of Susan. Stuart Gilbert, father of John. Bella Bereznik, mother-in-law of Sai. Esther Kaufer, grandmother of Ilan. Jimmy Krieger, brother of Gary. Sile Kreuter, father of Gideon. Sophia Goldberg, mother of Ken. Catherine Kraselsky, mother of Barbara and grandmother of Carrie. Henry Lissauer, father of Fred. Maury Silverman, father of Tamara. Richard Meisler, brother-in-law of Bobby. Robert Silverberg, husband of Dale. Benjamin Morris, father of Brad and grandfather of Marcy. Ruth Olnick, mother of Alice. Toby Schneider, mother of Seal and Lisa. Beatrice White, mother of Barbara. Harry Rosenthal, father of Ron. Evelyn Schultz, mother of Alan. Michael Silverberg, brother of Alan. Rose Tischler, mother of Paul. Henry Fisher, son of Leona. David Fisher, husband of Leona. Jessie Vogel, mother-in-law of Harriet and grandmother of Craig. Claire Kronberg, mother of Renee. On the occasion of Shloshim, the month of mourning, remember Bruce Meyer, brother of Eileen, Bob Karwoski, husband of Elise, father of Matthew and Lisa, grandfather of Lily, father-in-law of Jason, son-in-law of Bill, and brother-in-law of Susan and Bonnie. If you would like to mention a name that I have not mentioned. Anyone from the house?
Fern Kamin.
If your custom is to rise for the Kaddish, please do so. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. בעלמא דברך ירותי והמליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיא, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. Please be seated. Ryan Weinstein is the other bat mitzvah tomorrow.
We found the candles.
Oh,
So
we found the
play
candles. So let's
first,
Bryce
and then
first.
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tivanu b'halak ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat shalom.
Amen. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Oh, I'm happy we did.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri v'rachem. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu mitzvotav, ve'ratzavanu. B'Shabbat kodsho be'achava uvratzon cheneltanu zicharon lema'aseh ve'reishit ki hu yom techila ve'mikra'e kodesh zecher litziyat Mitzrayim Yivanu v'ahavta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim V'Shabbat kodshecha be'achava uvratzon cheneltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Hamotzi. Do we have a video for Hamotzi?
No.
Okay, we'll do it.
We have really good motzi challah passers. Really good challah passers. We practiced this morning. Hamotzi tachem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu Israel yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you for joining us, and please join us for the oneg.
Shabbat shalom. Shalom.